and I don't know why you would want to know what's going to happen in a show that you want to watch. I can understand wanting to know what's going to happen if it's a show you don't like and you just want to get the clip notes to it. But if you want to watch it, why do you want to know what's going to happen?
Colin?
Well, yeah, it's kind of weird when you get a when you get a script, you shoot the scene and you're like, oh my god, they're gonna love this when it's on, and then you see like 3 weeks before it's up, and you're like, God, ruined.
You know what I mean? And John, you worked on a show that could have been ruined by spoilers.
I love spoilers.
So controversial.
Thank you. Here's the thing: when I give a spoiler, there's every chance it's wrong. Because I don't know.
John, those aren't called spoilers, those are called lies.
I know. I look bad and say I don't know, so I make something up. And sometimes it's right. But I don't know. Seriously. And I don't know what other characters do in the show. I shouldn't admit that. So I make that up too.
Just read the parts of the script that pertain to you.
Yeah, count the words.
Jordan?
There's like a laser trained on me right now. There's a bullet that will hit my brain if I even just know. I hate spoilers, I'm afraid of them, I live in fear, I have to take Xanax to go to sleep.
Look what we've done to you! That's really understandable. What is actually
What? And then that's how they get you. With the microphones right here. I had the House of Cards ruined for me by some... Yeah. I won't say anything.
Was it episode?
It was 2. It was the season premiere of season 2. Yep, ruined.
Yeah.
That happened. They ruined that. Why would they talk about this?
Was it Retta?
It wasn't me. But I know it was coming. I know it was coming because she was too stupid.
It was.
You don't know Nick Francis alone? What's wrong with you?
Because they were in the subway station.
What's happened? She dies? Spoilers!
And now for
Shut it down.
Gwendoline and Sam, we kind of know what happens with these characters because the books are out there. So
I don't know, so don't tell me.
Yeah, but with Game of Thrones, obviously it is based upon the books, but then changes can be made. So you might think you go to work and it's a new season and you're like, yeah, so I've started training, when am I going to get the scripts? Because I know I'm not dying, and they say, really? Are you really not? Because we can make changes. Anyone can do it at any time. You haven't bought a house, have you?
You think your job security sucks?
Sam?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's all there in the books, so it's very difficult when people ask you those questions, and you try and avoid the answer, and then if they don't know what's going to happen. But ultimately, with our show, we're going to try and surprise even the fans of the books as well.
And Gwendoline, you have extra spoiler training now because of a certain movie that you...
Can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Can't even say that I'm doing any other work whatsoever.
No. Misha, you had a huge scavenger hunt coming up, correct?
Oh, yes, I
Tell us about this, because it sounds like the fans would be all up in this.
do. Yeah, well, they are all up in it. I just had my brain washed over with lots of visuals. It's called Gishwas, the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen, and it is, in fact, just that. We've broken 5 Guinness World Records, and I think I managed to waste tens of thousands of people's week in early August with sending them on this scavenger hunt, and it's a tremendous amount of fun for me to judge it. And the people who participate have an amazing time. And then we take the winners on some spectacular trip. This year we're going to Croatia. And this year, William Shatner, are you in the audience? See, I know he's here somewhere. He keeps tweeting me these elliptical things like, come meet me, but I don't know where. But he's participating. in it, and Orlando Jones, and a few other notables, and it's exciting. We raised a lot of money for charity. I think I might have said that already. I'm just talking on loop. I'm actually a robot.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, so do any of you other guys, do you guys do any kind of fan events?
I did a bunch of fan events. I do fan events at the con every year. I have a podcast called Girl on Guy with Aisha Tyler. Both Retta and Misha have been on my show, and today I just recorded an episode with Stephen Amell. But yes, I agree with everything you're saying. Every year, fans can enter a contest to win 100 tickets to come to meet me at Comic-Con, and then they come to a spot here in town, and I just give them presents. Limited edition art that I sign, and books, and DVDs, and t-shirts, and stickers, and wristbands, and I hug them all, somewhat reluctantly, but I hug them all. Take photos, and then 25 of those people win tickets to come be a part of a live taping of my podcast. So this week I did it on Thursday night, the Microsoft Gaming Experience with Shane West of Salem and Nikita. I also agree with that. And then they got to stay at the Gaming Experience VIP, locked off, free food and drinks all night, got to play video games. And I walk in, because they got there early when Shane and I came in to record, and they all just had a pile of crab cakes the size of a human toddler just on their plates. Just food flapping off in every direction. You know, like there's like golluming, just you know, I'm lucky because all of us are lucky. All year people tell you how much they love what you do and how much it means to them. And Comic-Con is our opportunity to tell you guys how much we love what you do, because you support us, we couldn't do it without you. That's what the con is all about.
Go to some questions, so if you guys want to line up. But for the panel, going down from Retta, what shows are you fans of right now?
Oh god, the list is unending. Really into The Good Wife. This season was phenomenal. Scandal. I watch Game of Thrones, I watch True Blood, I watch Suits. I'm really into I really like the Vampire Diaries. The storytelling on the Vampire Diaries is so good. Like at the end of every episode, I always say, "Oh my God!" So I met Julie Platt. I met her once at a party a couple years ago, but I saw her last night, and I know she was like, "Bitch, can you back off me, please?" Because I couldn't stop hugging her, and I was like, "I love you so much. I love your work." She was like, "All right, Retta, thank you for your time." I watch a lot of TV.
Basically anything but Supernatural. Right?
I have never seen Supernatural. I'm so late.
I love Supernatural. I really like my well, I watch Game of Thrones and stuff, but Hannibal, I got really into. I think it's really daring for network TV. Some of the stuff that they do, and plus, I mean, they're both incredible actors. So.
Okay, so I've seen every episode of Supernatural. I'm a huge fan of that show. Both Jared and Misha have been on my podcast. I'm hunting Jensen like a wounded animal. I'm not good enough for him? What the? I love Vampire Diaries. I've seen every episode of Vampire Diaries. I'm completely into Salem. If you haven't watched Salem, go back and watch it now. It's unbelievable. Shane West is killing it on that show. Penny Dreadful is my jam. Penny Dreadful. It is the most elegant, literate, sexy show on television. It's incredibly well written. I have read all of the Game of Thrones books. I have seen every episode of Game of Thrones. I have read every Walking Dead comic. I have seen every episode of The Walking Dead. And then Archer's pretty cool. And Vikings. And Travis Fimmel. I'm gonna hunt him and eat him alive with a fork and knife. In a nice way, though.
House of Cards, Orphan, Black, and Game of Thrones are the only 3 TV shows I've been watching in the last year.
You snob.
And it's because I have 2 very, very small babies
no excuses.
who don't let me do anything but change diapers.
No excuses.
I'm not complaining, thank you. Thank you.
Love your show.
Thank you
It's
so much.
amazing. You guys are really killing it.
Well, I don't know if you know this, I don't play all the clones.
Wow, you fooled me.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
John?
So intimidating. How do you follow that? What I don't understand is that these are all successful working actors. When do they get time?
On the treadmill in the morning. That's when I watch
On the
TV.
treadmill.
Yeah, I record everything and I watch an hour of TV every morning on the
Good
treadmill.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
That, I don't
She also watches it in fast forward.
She's very smart, she can do that.
I just skip to Misha's parts. It's super
We usually get home, tell me if I'm wrong, we usually get home about 10 o'clock at night or something or other, and all the television's pretty stuffed too. Sorry for all the 8-year-olds, you're stuffed. I don't know how you do it. You're amazing to watch so much. On the treadmill.
Yeah, I mean, we did DVR everything and you save it for when you have a break. Like maybe in your hiatus, you can watch some stuff.
Yep.
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
So
We'll send you the transcript so you have some shows to watch.
can you ask me that question another time? I'll bet all of the shows on here.
Well, I mean, it's over now, but I was a huge Fringe fan. And I tweeted out just before, when I found out I was doing the panel, I said, I'm going to be sitting next to John Noble. I'm sitting next to John Noble. John Noble, over and over again. I love House of Cards. I was into Breaking Bad. I just finished marathoning and rewatching all of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There are some pretty interesting things to be learned from that show on a rewatch. I suggest everyone right now go.
No, wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I really loved True Detective.
Yeah.
And I'm really late to the party, but I've started watching Breaking Bad. And what is it people say? And it is true. Breaking Bad is more addictive than crystal meth.
And more fun. Wow, yeah, I have to say I'm with Colin here. I just started watching Hannibal, but I can't get it right. So maybe we can watch it together, man.
We can hang out. Whatever.
That'd be cool, because I'm terrible.
I'll put on a kilt. I'll show you mine.
I think this could be a romance, and I'm there, man.
We better get Oh my God. Go ahead.
So my question is for everyone, but I really want to hear Colin and Misha answer. If your show had a body switching episode, who would you most want to play? Who would you least want to play? And who would you want to play your character?
I would want to play the evil queen. I would least want to play the dog. And I would, I want to see Robert Carlyle play Captain Hook.
I think I would most want to play young Mary. And I'd probably just go lock myself into a room and take my clothes off. And I'd like to see Jared Padalecki play Castiel because I think he'd look ridiculous with his arms sticking out at the bottom of the trench. Did I answer the whole question? You're still standing there, which scares me. Oh, least want to play? I would least want to play Sam because I don't want my bones stretched.
Do you actually want to hear from the rest of us, or was that just pretty? Oh, okay. I would most like to play. I'd most like to play Allison. Mostly because I feel like the body language wouldn't be all that different. I wouldn't have to work very hard. I would least like to play. I would least like to play Donnie. He's in from the underwear so much. I can't, so, yeah.
But do you really want us all to answer? I would want to play... I adore Chris Pratt. I would want to play Andy. I wouldn't want to play April. She's such a downer. And I would love to see Nick Offerman play Donna.
I want to play Pam because I love Pam and I wish I was Pam. Pam is a badass. Yes, she is. And I would at least want to play. Well, I don't know. I really like everybody on the show. Maybe I wouldn't want to be Brett because he keeps dying. That's not fun. Who would I want to have play me? I would want to have Amber Nash play me because she's amazing and she plays Pam. And it would be Freaky Friday on Archer, and then we would get drunk and have sex with our other selves. In real life, not on the show.
Anyone else want to weigh in before we go to the next one?
Yeah, I would like to play Tom Myson. Or Michael McBain, but I'd like to stay him. I don't have nothing else to add to that. I don't want to be a headless horseman. No, Tom Myson. Oh, particular one, Frank, sorry. Either one.
I'd like to
He's my father in the show.
So.
You want to jump to the next one, guys? All right.
Hi, my question is for everyone. What's the favorite part about playing a character and why?
Donna knows who she is, what she wants, and never wavers. She knows this is what I want, this is what I'm doing. It's on. I feel I'm a little more wishy-washy than she is, and less concise, and I would like to be a little more focused.
I wear leather pants and eyeliner. That's it.
He's getting a new look this year, right?
Yeah, he's getting a new look. He's going to be in a different outfit, which is a big deal because he hasn't changed in 300 years. He's a bit ripe around the gusset.
It'd be awesome if he just would have been like an Adidas tracksuit. So comfortable.
Yeah. Maybe they can make the hook in the shape of like the Nike swish.
So dope, bling it out. Just the things that Lana gets to say on Archer, just the writing is so incredible. And I've already been I've already gone over my allotment of naughtiness today on this panel, so I won't repeat any of the lines, but they're my favorite from the show. But it's just incredibly well written, and every script I'm like, I can't believe I get to say this on television. What's up, Basic Cable? You're awesome! So she's really well written, and she's super stacked. Yeah.
That's typecasting, is what that is.
Someday she's gonna fall on her back and just die there under the weight of her own breath. Slowly, her internal organs turn to liquid.
I am really not going to quite answer the question, but I have an observation about my character, which is that when I was first introduced, or my character was first introduced to the show, he was this sort of tough, badass, angel warrior. And then by a couple episodes in, the writers adapted to my own particular personality and my portrayal of him and created a very socially awkward, somewhat inept angel, which I think is telling.
Best part about playing my character is playing Tom Myson. And if I was Tom Myson, it would be playing with myself.
John Noble, everyone. John Noble.
We thought he'd be the safety.
I think just getting the chance, like, I have so much permission to do whatever. If I did the stuff in real life that I did as my character, I think I'd be shot or like seriously punished or probably put in handcuffs. It's pretty amazing. You get this like free license to just go, and that's pretty cool.
I love playing Brienne of Tarth. I love playing Brienne of Tarth because when I was growing up, I didn't really see people on television that I felt I could identify with. Women all kind of looked a particular way, women characters that were popular anyway. And when I had the opportunity to play this part, it made me explore the parts of myself that I'd kind of hidden from. Like I had very long hair, I wanted to look very feminine because I'm really tall. And then I was lucky enough to play this part where I was exposed and my perceived androgyny was on display. I was having to be strong, powerful, work out. The biggest surprise for me has been the way that people have embraced this character. And it gives me personally so much pleasure in the way people's minds are expanding, they're becoming more inclusive, and that women are being supported and recognized in all their different forms.
I was going to ask who your friend is. Has everyone seen this?
What this quiet gimp dinosaur bag? it's just a small purse.
It's a Perceratops. Thank you. Always working.
Yes, I'm very fortunate. Diana Gabaldon, who's written the books of Outlander, she's renated these books. We're doing series 1, which is the first book. So if you guys like it, hopefully I get to play this fantastic character for a long period of time.
Excellent. Well, this is exactly why you guys are our fan favorites. You guys are my favorite as well. Let's give it to the panel.